Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, archangels. If we could just take in a breath and if we could just adjust our physical bodies, our posture without using the posture in a I got to be a certain way method. If we could just very simply just notice how your body wants to be right now for the highest good to do the work that we're going to do, what's going to make the heart feel open and relax, what's going to make the body feel fluid. Let's just notice whatever that adjustment is, which might be exactly as you are right now. Let's just notice what your body actually wants to do. Perhaps noticing anything we could let go of, what we could set aside, a concern, a worry, an agitation, the to-do list. Let's just set some things aside. Let's just make space right now into this held space, into this container, the word they're using. And with that established, thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, archangels and ascended masters, for the. Let's just breathe into them, the angels, being in that space with you right now, like you were in a pool, like you had it as a kid, or some kind of contained space with water and fun involved, like a magic circle. Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, archangels and ascended masters, for the perfect grace, perfect clarity, and perfect peace that's here for each of us right now. Thank you to the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We thank you for this opportunity right now for wonderful peace, for resounding joy, and a sense of loving victory. We choose to have a victory right now over fear. We choose to release dread. We choose to allow our bodies to feel radiantly good right now, knowing that everything truly, truly, truly is in perfect and divine order right now. So let's just breathe into all of this. And if we could notice, with only 1% humor, Archangel Michael putting away all the emergency gear. You don't need oxygen. You don't need CPR. You're not in peril. So if we could just notice him doing that, putting away the emergency apparatus. And if we could breathe in, so the space between you and Archangel Michael is clear, like maybe he's 3 feet away. If we could just breathe in and just notice Archangel Michael being opposite you and showering you with love. And wave after wave, perhaps slow waves of love just moving through you, letting those waves individualize your energy, letting there be a sense of completion, connection, and comprehension on Michael's part for what you are contending with today. And if we could let those slow waves move through you, and let's notice that each wave brings something individual and glorious, and that the waves stay. So let's notice the space that you're in, inside, outside, a familiar space, a new space. Let's feel your space being filled with wave after wave of goodness. And if we could let everything slow down, truly getting into long brain waves, if we could make that a conscious choice to let our thoughts expand, to let our experience expand, to slow everything down. And it's like we're giving our muscles the information right now of what's happening. That there's no task to do besides listen, receive, focus, and to have an intuitive experience, which you are accustomed to. You have muscle with this. So let's give our bodies that information. There's no springing into action. There's no requirement. So let's very simply, with that, let's notice a conscious interrupting of anything that might feel like a fight or flight response from the past or from recent times. And just let everything extend and expand in length. An elongated nervous system, long, long brain waves, and a long, durable, and loving connection between you and every single angel that you know by name and angels that you don't know by name. A long, loving connection with you and every single guide we've ever called upon in your presence here. A loving connection with you and your loved ones. So we'll just breathe into this history. And if we could let the history be present, not in the past, and letting the history be viable, letting it be alive right now. And if we use completely different words, the history of your intuition, your intuitive life, your spiritual life. It's very simply let the memory of that, the activity of that, the experience of all those times being here, elsewhere, your own study, your own experiences, your dream time. Just feel everything coming forward right now. And allowing this to be a moment of gathering, a moment in a way not so much about finality, but a culmination of work, of presence, of prayer, and just feeling everything, a gathering of the tribes, a feeling that everything is here for you right now. So if we could just breathe in with lightness and peace, letting everything elongate, all the angels, all the goddesses, all the guides, all the masters, all the loved ones, all the animals, the owls, the eagles, the hummingbirds, the dolphins, the whales. We'll just breathe into all of this. And in all of this, if we could feel Archangel Michael being front and center, right in front of you, 3 feet away, smiling at you. Let's just very simply feel these slow waves moving through you, from Michael to you, through you. Michael is saying, yes, there's a lot established. And why is your spiritual life is enormous. And if we could feel that, if we could, as individuals, acknowledge that our enormous spiritual lives create simplicity. So let's very simply breathe into that simplicity. And if you could notice Archangel Michael handing you that simplicity in the form of a candy bar, which might be chocolate, that has the word grace on it. And no, it's not taking candy from a stranger, it's taking candy from a loved one. If we could just breathe in and just receive that candy bar of grace, and just notice what it means to you that he's giving you that in that form. He's quoting, a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Let's notice what the perfect medicine is for you right now, which might well be the elongation of your nerves, the individualization of your nerves, the elongation of your brain, and knowing that everything is seen, everything is heard, and everything is okay. That there is this moment, and this moment is rich. So we'll just breathe into all that. And let's indeed just notice Archangel Michael 3 feet away from you, and just noticing what he says to you, whether you see that, feel that, hear that, or know that. Wonderful. Let's just breathe in. And as an opportunity, let's notice, Michael, this will be individual for you, either repeating in a different way what he just said or saying more. Let's just breathe in and let that happen. And if we could breathe into one thing, this is very specific, and let's just let instant relief come. Not just the jaw joint, but the sides of your head, the sides of your skull, including the ears, letting him relax that whole part of your head, both sides, jaw joint, ears, skull. Taking away the pressure of the day, the pressure of this time, and allowing the opposite of pressure, which is flow and freedom. Releasing any feeling of being exacerbated, any feeling of pressure, just letting all that go into a space of flow. If we could breathe in, we're going to echo Archangel Michael in a few statements. And we're going to speak, in essence, in his voice. So it might be not so much a third person, but him talking to you. If we could just breathe in, if we could say out loud, I know what would serve you. I see everything that's happening. And I love you entirely. I see grace everywhere. I see grace in every part of your life. And I love you enormously. I am your friend. You are my friend. We are friends together. And on earth, we can make more friends. Your world is enormous. Love is everywhere. I'm editing, I won't edit. Take my fuel. Allow energy to flow. So let's breathe into that. Let's take him at his word there. Let's notice that fuel, that energy, that infusion. Let's let the angel help. And if we could say our own names, let's let the angels help Mark. So let's breathe in. Let's breathe into freedom. And perhaps we could have a new experience of where we started with allowing your body to align itself with what feels best right now in this space of freedom and receptivity. Only good being here, only love being here. Working in a world where there's not just pockets of desire, but the whole world is present with dreams and desires. that the good is not limited to location or company, that the good is right here in this moment. Let's allow ourselves to focus on Archangel Michael. So let's put our entire attention on him as he focuses on us. And just noticing his love, his magnificence, his focus, his dedication. So if we could breathe in and perhaps receive that love 2% more than we ever have. Let's just breathe into that. And this may not be true for everyone, but if we could retire for the moment the accounting of what has happened, what hasn't happened. Well, where were you guys when this happened? Let's release that accounting. Let's just breathe in. Let's receive this angel's love for you 2% more than you ever have. And with great love, let's let Archangel Michael come over next to you and let him touch your body to help, to assist any part of you that feels vulnerable, be that physically vulnerable, mentally vulnerable, energetically vulnerable, emotionally vulnerable, any way, shape, or form, when there's any doubt, fear, or repetition of patterns. So we'll just breathe in and let him help. Wonderful. So we'll just breathe in. Let's let Archangel Michael, this is all feeling, letting him, with some wording, um, be the frame of your car. And if you're letting your body be the frame of your car, letting him be the body of your car, letting him be with you always, and providing intention, buffers, headlights, more space, and him locking into you in the most positive way, and being present with each of us always in freeing, positive, and loving ways. So we'll just breathe into this extension, expansion, and newness of our connection with Archangel Michael, this beautiful, friendly, loving angel. If we could just give words to what he's doing, he wants to get closer to us, which has been a major message of the angels, A, always, and B, very intensely in recent months. So if we could just breathe in and let that happen. And if we could say out loud, thank you, Michael, for being part of me. Thank you, Michael, for being with me always. I am resilient. I'm full of hope. I am abundant in all ways. I see a bright future for myself and for humanity. The whales are loving and kind. I choose to be loving and kind. I release the insecurity of the past. I stand strong in my secure self. Alliteration. Let's just take in a breath. Let's indeed notice wave 3 of like noticing what your body wants to be like or do right now. It might be exactly how you are. And we'll just breathe into all of that. And let's notice what it's like in this moment, perhaps with your own hands, to seal the deal between you and Archangel Michael. What it feels like to accept that connection, to indeed consciously allow a really positive shift to happen, which might feel very subtle, might feel very overt. Let's just notice there's an invitation from this Archangel who we all know well. And allowing this day, this moment to be unique and to be fully felt. And with wonderful generosity, perfect ease, and loving clarity, let's say out loud to Archangel Michael, yes. Let's say out loud to Archangel Michael, Michael, I love you too. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your generosity and patience. I recognize that I could receive love. I'm so grateful to be right here, right now. Thank you. Wonderful. So if we could just breathe into all that. And just feel how unique this moment is. Unique feelings, unique bird songs. Perhaps a unique experience of peace. So we'll just breathe into all that. And if we could say out loud to our body, mind, spirit, and emotions, thank you. And saying our own names, I am Mark. I am brand new right now.
Brand new right now.
Wonderful. So we'll just breathe into all that. And with loving clarity and perfect peace, we thank the presence of Mother, Father, God, and all the archangels and ascended masters. We thank as well the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We thank you for this moment of victory. We thank you for all the good that is here. We thank you for this deepening of our connection with Archangel Michael. We recognize the glorious connection that we have with him, the endless generosity of this angel, Michael, other angels, the guides, the goddesses, and the entire spiritual world. We choose to extend this generosity to humanity, to nature, and to all of our environments and encounters. And we celebrate all the goodness that's here right now. And with generosity, peace, and ease, we quite simply and lovingly ask for this or something better right now in all directions of time. And so it is.